team and family, friends, followers from around the entire world. How are you doing on this incredible Monday? What a bullish day we had in the markets. Overall, we had a retest gap from Thursday to Friday, and that retested today on the broader market SPY. Keep in mind that generally the markets are a little weaker September, October, which I think we've already had. And we might have, again, some semblance of a pullback in late October, but generally speaking, we're quite bullish in November and December more often than not. I know you feel like we might need or should have a little bit larger of a pullback, but I really don't think we will. This is probably the extent of it. Granted, we could trade sideways for a little bit, but bullish overall is still the best way to play it. Qs bounced brilliantly off of the 100 simple moving average with a double bottom of sorts, similar to the one that we had over here. Double bottom, and boom, double bottom. That was gorgeous, is gorgeous, and is looking so pretty. The fact that we closed above this bearish candle and the volume on September 28th, to me, is all about the bulls. Let it pull back into that dip, buy it, and be long. Earnings season is here. Alcoa is starting it with a tremendous bullish gap and go. I mean, this is what dreams are made out of right here.
I'm a classic, yeah. Staring at me, no candles on the screen. I'm a classic, yeah.
If this gap does not give you a hard time sleeping, I don't think you've been studying charts enough. It's amazing, immaculate gap. Beautiful. Buy the dip. Alcoa is going higher. Weekly chart, we're about to get into the all-time, previous main highs of 2018, like on that 60-ish area. All-time highs on Alcoa, much, much higher to go. As we trade up into this resistance, if you have some shares, make sure you get into a collar because this move is kind of unsustainable, and we're actually getting pretty close to the end of a wave 5. So make sure you have your collar set or your profits being taken. All right, Tesla, can't do a whole review without looking at Tesla. And I do have a whole heap ton of Tesla up an R or two on this particular move. So I have some positions on this one. Got a covered call at 900 for November. I really would not be upset getting called away on Tesla at 900. I'm perfectly fine with that. Have calls, I got shares, I got all kinds of positions on Tesla. If it can make money when the stock goes up, I'm probably in it on Tesla. On earnings, I'm expecting one of two things: a small gap down, a trade down, and then a buy the bounce, buy the dip opportunity, a large gap up, and then a fade, or nothing. No real gap at all. We trade sideways for a while, and then we probably go a little bit higher. Now, once we go up, I do plan on selling some of my shares and some positions around 900. We'll see if this covered call gets called away at November for the remaining of my positions, and if it does, it'll be an absolute gargantuan win. But overall, exciting times, nice moves on Tesla. Apple, beautiful double bottom off the 100, gorgeous. FuelCell, keep your eyes on this one. This was a fantastic gap today.
You know I'm all about that gap.
Really, really great. Pretty much most of the market was gapping down at open, and FuelCell was gapping up. If you want to know how your boy Newsom traded it, just turn on the 5-minute chart and you'll see. Bear candle, entered above there, stop below there, wrote it up, exit there, nice little win. That was it. Nice gap, and that one's all shout out to my girl Leah Holmgren. Leah, thank you so much for just that layup of a trade. At this point, amazing volume on 2 separate occasions. Please buy a dip on FuelCell and trade up into 11 because this one will be going higher in the next few days or weeks. Speaking of higher, here's AFRM. This one is, gorgeous. This gap over here, stupendous. This gap over here, sensational. And the overall trend just continued nicely. Speaking of gap action, UPST had the perfect gap and go on August 11th, and since then has literally not looked back at all. Remember, my friends, trading is very easy. All these really, really nice trending stocks, find the 10 EMA, find a bear candle, get in above them, ride it up, exit, make your money, and then go find something else. There are so many opportunities out there. Adobe had a beautiful, beautiful bear candle today. Gorgeous break above there for a good 10 points up on Adobe. Amazon, the 10 EMA play on Amazon, which is a thing of beauty. Look at this 10 EMA bear candle closing of the 10. Bloop. Plus it's Amazon. What's it going to do? Go a lot lower. Open at the 200. Amazon's going to start bouncing here. beautiful for a bull put spread or debit spread on a pullback. That is absolutely delicious. A lot of great trades out there, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you are tuning into the RLT community. Do your scans. If the stocks or the sectors that you're in aren't moving well, go get yourself a scanner and find something else that is. They're everywhere. Peabody Energy has been moving exceptionally well. What's Peabody? Well, it's a random energy company that went bankrupt back in 2017 when all the energy stocks collapsed, and it's back out again. But this trend is looking monumental. So remind yourself, if you are in some stuff that is giant poo, take it, move on, and put it into something else. Do some scans, all kinds of opportunities out there, my friends. Remind yourself of that. Find them, trade them, be in them, make money, enrich lives, and be an incredible human being. Thanks so much for listening to your Monday Real Life Stock Review, and until next time, live life, and trade. Bye.